Hello everybody, welcome to Indigo Tarot Odyssey. Thank you guys so much for helping us reach 35,000. It's so wonderful. I love these milestones. It just reinforces the notion that when you do put some time, dedication, and love into things, that, people are very responsive. And I had a few people that I talked to, and I was like, isn't it funny how some people, some things just take off, and some people, they really hammer away at it. And I said, tarot, inspirational speakers, and all of these things, there's some aspect where there is so much difference across the scale. Like when you watch certain readers, remember when I began watching, I would see these tarot readers in their college dorm on the floor, and they would have their socks and laundry around, and each person can have a compelling attribute and style and all these things. So it's such a wonderful thing to be able to diversify in, right? And it's like, and there's this one fellow, and he does it like in his basement, and he's hilarious, and he legitimately yells into the microphone. Yeah, I absolutely adore him. He's spot on, and he's amazing. But I'm like, look at him go. I mean, he's absolutely wonderful, and I love that. And the thing is, every type of personality trait is accessible to you viewers, and it's so wonderful. And I had so many people say, we choose you because we know that you genuinely care. It comes through in your voice, it comes through, and how you speak, and that you're generous and all this lovely stuff, because a lot of people unfortunately can use these tools just for money marketing and all of that, and to become an influencer. So I do feel that when people really do care and there's an authenticity, it comes through. Those are the type of readers I also like to listen to, but also, to keep a cheerful edge to things, because we hear enough doom and gloom in the world. And I think when you think optimistically and you reach for the positive, it arrives at your door. And you guys are learning that. I mean, in your comments, they're absolutely fantastic. You guys are elevating to this place where you no longer put up with other people's garbage, their refuse, their heaviness, and you don't become self-sacrificing to try to garner any kind of appreciation from people that don't, deserve it. Like, you're moving on from that in a really super cool way. So I kind of started to think of this when these cards came up. How do other people view you versus how you view yourself? And I'm going to do how they view you and how you view yourself, and interesting to see how closely they'll correspond. So we're going to have three choices. We have personal power for number 1, which is also a 13. The second is I am presence, a number 30. And then the third one is dreams, and that is a 26. So I'm going to let you look at those for a moment. Yeah, it's been a whirlwind, and I would really like for you guys to come over on Instagram, because that's where I run my contests for my channel as well, just because it's easier to read. It's just so much more simplified, and then I'm not chasing all the different components over on here. So if you go over to SparkQuest 11 to celebrate, I'm having a giveaway, and it's so much fun. And I love, I started doing IG so I could do daily posts and memes and connect with other spiritual minded people, and it became like an extended family. And I ask everybody, DM me if you're ever having an issue. I have a healthy enough detachment from this situation where I'm not so closely involved that it clouds my judgment. I'm able to give you a clinical kind of healthy viewpoint from the advantage of being a little far removed, right? And I mean, as much as I absolutely care and love my viewers and subscribers, and a lot of us talk on a daily basis, you're not living in my house, so it's not like that type of energy where, oh my gosh, it's more distance, healthy, clinical type of thing, because I know a lot of people go through dark places, and sometimes it's just helpful to be able to evaluate that, by voicing it firstly to somebody, because then you can really find out, is that really true? Do I always really do this? A lot of people are using, those real strong words, always, never, so on and so forth. So, we can come to a truth first of all, right? What is really true? And sometimes when we keep it inside, it becomes this huge mountain when really it should only be a molehill. And just expressing it, you get to sort of like look at it from a different perspective and go, okay, I understand, this is a temporary moment. This is only a thing. So I want to thank you guys that come over and have discussions with me, and you're working through issues. I'm really proud of you, because it takes a brave person to, know they don't know, say they don't know, and why am I feeling this way? And especially empaths, they receive so much heavy energy sometimes, and it can be debilitating. And sometimes to work through that and learn how to protect yourself is very important. And you guys are the best. All right, cool. So now we're going to pick out what's going on. Number 1, we're going to start with personal power, and we're going to see first of all, I am going to choose, I like these. So that's going to be how they see you and how you see you. And then I'm going to have other formats. So they see you as dreaming your wisdom. So people that you work with, you're in school with, your family members and stuff, they see you as this person that is very insightful. I mean, you do have ancient wisdom in you. You have this bold calmness around you where you think before you speak. You really are kind of quirky and unique, yet you're secure in who you are and you have serious intentions. And they see you also, I feel like, a very trustworthy person, because people that really dream their wisdom, speak their wisdom, they speak their truth, and it's very authentic and it's very solid, and it's a great, wonderful, like, informal exchange of energy with other people where they see that kind of magnetism where you're bold, you're beautiful, you really you're approachable and accessible, but you also have this kind of mysticism around you, and you absolutely do. And this is sort of how you see yourself, Lady Luna's magic, synchronized with lunar time and energy. So it's very similar. I mean, it's interesting how people are seeing you and really what you are projecting out there into the world. You see all these beautiful synchronicities, these magic moments. You're in tune and in time with the energy that's around you. I feel like a big portion of you guys are probably very sensitive to other people's energies, probably empaths, probably a lot of you light workers. Like, you walk in a room and you can take the temperature, like, whoa, this is very inviting and warm, or this is some no nonsense BS and I'm just going to step back here. You know what I mean? I feel like you're very flexible in different atmospheres, yet you're sensitive to the energy. You know when there's anger, when there's jealousy, you can read it on people's faces. You're really great at reading body language. Again, you're tapped into it. And because, you kind of have this lovely personal personality about you, people really feel like they can talk to you with ease, and you have this delightful warmth to you. So, you have a good perception of yourself and how others see you, because it's on the same kind of, it's on the same wavelength. So let's see too what they think you're good at and what you think you're good at, okay? So communication. So other people that you work with, you're around, or you live with, feel like you're good at communication. Both, energetic communication, like when to let sleeping dogs lie, when to step back and let things, kind of alleviate and mellow out, right? But also when you're speaking, it's like you choose the right words for the right time in the right situation. It's almost like when people are in grief, you know how to slow it down and be thoughtful. You're not all about platitudes. You really think whatever you're saying is authentic and comes from your heart, because you are very caring, but it also comes out as polished and eloquent as well. And let's see what you think. So you are realizing that you have this self-mastery. You're gaining control over what I call ego instincts and monkey mind. And they're kind of the same in that they both are like very self-serving. Monkey mind is just like, what's over there? What's over there? You don't have, it's like one of those things where you don't have focused thinking or intention. Everything distracts you, and it's like you're the opposite of that. Now you can have absolute focus when you want it, and it's important to you. And also self-mastery, how you respond. You're not a reactor anymore. You step back, you take a look, and you just don't want to anymore. You're not gonna, it's kind of like a new cutting edge thing for you where you're like, I need to save my energy, man. I need to conserve energy. I need to stay cool and calm. And it comes across as very sophisticated and sleek energy to other people as well, because you're secure. When you don't react and you don't have to dive into all that garbage and gossip and things like that, it elevates you. It elevates your vibration. It elevates who you are, how you think about yourself, and it's protective energy, which is really, really good. So yeah, you have a good grasp, and you're on the same wavelength as other people, how they perceive you and how you perceive yourself, group one. So very beautiful energy. I'm loving that. It was funny, I had no idea what I was going to have this topic be on, and it just sort of came to be. So yeah, good place to be right now. Strong in your convictions, just really together, highly functioning. Very good. Fresh energy, group one, fresh energy. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe. It really goes with that card too. Good personal power. All my links are down below if you would like a private reading or anything else for me to elucidate on. My Etsy store, the Goddess Provisions box, my Patreon, everything is down below. Okay, so now we're going to go on to number 2, I am present. So right away with this one, I'm already receiving messages that, people feel you're very present and aware when they're talking to you. You have your act together. you know what's what. If somebody said, can you repeat back to me what I just said, you'd be able to do that. So let's see what they versus you think play. So they think you're playful, they think you're like approachable. They think you're kind of casual and cheerful at the same time. You're someone they can say things to, be a little flippant and a little avant-garde, but again, also trustworthy, and that they can share secrets with you. Although you're playful and light, you're somebody who's very trustworthy. And also that you have this warm versatility to you, where it's like you're not uber structured. Like one minute you may be love dressing up formally and go to the opera, but you're just as happy to kick a soccer ball around on the beach. High playfulness and versatility, which is really nice. So let's see what you're feeling like. You do feel like you're a very creative individual, and the cool thing about creatives is it's like they get these surges of energy, and it's really cool because it lets them be very flexible in their life, because all of a sudden it's like they could be on one trajectory and they're like, what, I really want to listen to music and paint. I really want to be able to carve wood or sculpt or do something. And other people that don't have a lot of creative endeavor see that as a really sophisticated, cool thing, because it is a gift. Any creative endeavor, if you can make something that wasn't there before out of raw materials, you're a creative person. If there's just a jumble of words and you turn it into a song or you turn it into a poem, you're a creative person, and you feel that and you know that, and you're happy that people feel that you're playful and light and very approachable, because you are. And sometimes people, when we're in our creative mind, right, it's like we can be in another world, another place altogether, and just be gone for sure. So let's see what else is going on. So here's something else. They perceive the Jocelyn card, she who persists. They see you as someone who is persistent, that you have good perspective, that you can be defiant, and you're persistent. So if you have a notion on something, you're very bold about it. You don't care everybody else is going with the flow. If you know and you have this notion and you know it to be true, you stay to your true north compass. You're not going to dilute anything. You're very secure and serious in what matters to you. So you're going to voice this, and you have a very honest and thorough perspective of things. And I don't feel like you're somebody that prevaricates and is like, oh, well, maybe this and maybe that. You're like, no, this is that. You see things very clearly and you know right away. And again, you'll be persistent. If you think something is wrong or off, you'll be persistent about getting the answer that you want. And people don't see that as a tough thing. They see it as an efficiency. They see it as a modern, mature attitude. They also think you're very innovative because you have this kind of cool maneuverability around you. Like if one thing isn't working, you're like, okay, you're just going to keep going. And because of your playful nature, it's like you're not harsh. There's no sharp corners, very personable. You're professional about things, but you have a very cool, quirky, unique method to get what you want. And there always is an ends to your means. Like you really understand, you grid things out. And that's how people see you, like tenacious. They don't want to go up against you because they just feel like, oh, there's no way. This is like, again, a tug of war with a ghost. They are not going to win. You are going to come out the winner. And you see yourself again as an original, creative, beautiful, spontaneous individual. And you're happy to be that way, because I feel like none of you like to be tied down, cornered, or labeled. I feel like that's one of the worst aspects that could happen if somebody's like, oh, they're that or that. And you would hate to be uber traditional or thought of as beige or boring or regular or a Sheila or whatever the hell they call those things. Jenny with the nice hair, or whatever all those labels are, where everybody has pack mentality is the same. That would drive you nuts. Although you have a lovely, elegant, and more sophisticated side to you, you also like to be playful, tomboyish, fun. And if you're a man, the same thing. You like to just be kind of like laid back and casual, because you would rather have people, be cheerful than be, uber formal and not not authentic. Like I really think that authenticity is very, very important to you. Hence this persistence to get, your point across and your view on certain things. It's very powerful. And again, nobody's going to challenge that, because you're a tough cookie to crack there. Beautiful energy, group 2. I really love that energy for you. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe, and all my links are down below if you need a private read or anything. All my links are down there. Check it out. There's a ton of stuff. It's my Etsy store with all my goodies and my handcrafted stuff. And pretty soon I'm going to have all the boxes ready, like the protection, the love, and the there's going to be all kinds of stuff. The abundance box, where I just have crystals, candles, and a bunch of fun stuff in there. I made one for somebody the other day, and they were like so sweet about it. And I was like, all right, I'll do this. And it's really fun to do. And I feel anything that we can put into use, any natural herbal things, anything that can conjure good feelings, warmth, good cheer. I like to create this stuff, and it's really, really fun. So, you know, yeah, again, you guys are really firm and focused. You're going places, and you're going to have good rewards for this hard work and effort you're putting into group 2. So beautiful. So now we're on to number 3, which is dreams. So I love this. Right away, I'm already feeling like, you're quite a dreamy crew. Okay, let's see what others think, and let's see what you are having right now too. So, well, this is how you're going to be viewing yourself if you're not currently viewing yourself as well. So this is how other people see you. Okay, so this is the Dragon Fae Goddess Tiamat. So you are stronger than you think. A lot of people, and I'm going to pull a clarifier on that too, of a secondary oh, okay. So that's why life purpose. So a lot of people see you as somebody who, where you're going. You have a life purpose. You talk about it. You talk about spirituality. You talk about growth. You talk about all these exciting, extraordinary things that people are like, to bring peace and calm and self-discipline into your life. And other people also see, because of this, like selfless and lovely. You're very strong. And oftentimes the strongest people are quite selfless because they realize they have all that it takes to take care of themselves. So they don't need to go on and on about their selves and their needs and their feelings and their moods and all of that, because they're a self-contained unit. You have your act together, and people they really see you having all these admirable qualities of, being loyal, being optimistic, organized, passionate for what you want, very capable, brilliant ideas, and where you're going. And that's very, very attractive to a lot of people, because so many people will do the kind of day-to-day existence where, they don't want a long-term plan. They don't want to be, honed in on one thing. They don't want to be encapsulated too tightly into something. So they just kind of leave everything adrift. But you can always have an idea on what you want your life purpose to be. And oftentimes people that have spiritual connections know more so that it's a vague idea of just not being harmful and raising the vibration and working towards that. And other things come to them, because when you're on that type of thing, you attract good things, you manifest good things, you're on a high vibration, very healing energy, and people definitely are sensitive to that, and they love that authentic, benevolent spirit that's around you. So this is how you're seeing yourself. A brilliant solution is on its way. So right now you feel confident in where you have a couple issues in your life. You are using the law of attraction. It's already here. The answers are already on their way. The things that I'm questioning, I am going to just look right into that brilliant bright light and know that it's right there. I feel like you have this beautiful sincere hope to simplify in your life, because I feel like you're really learning what matters to you, and it is the simpler pleasures. It is that great conversation with a friend. It is that great book. It is just sitting outside in nature, and you're just trying to ground out and slow down and get rid of any of the superfluous things, because the things that are important to you are like loyal friends, loving family, having some enthusiasm for the future and creative endeavors, being appreciative. I feel like gratitude is very important for you, and you feel that a lot. And that is, that always says, are you ready to create miracles in a new reality? We can easily create wonderful shifts in our life when we recognize where we want to go and what we want to do, right? And being good-natured and grateful and happy is a huge propulsion in that direction for sure. So let's see what else. We're going to pull 2 more. So people also see you someone who has massively healing energy when they're around you. They feel it. It's this weird thing. It's almost like a compulsion to get closer to somebody that's on a higher vibration that has healing energy, because it's soul healing. That's what it hits first. When somebody realizes the energy exchanges, that person is giving off something and it's healing, they want more of that. They want to get closer. Excuse me, I have to have a sip of water. I just felt that kind of like, I almost said asthma attack, but like that allergy attack. And I'm like, oh no. So one of those things where it's like effervescent, it's just light. People want that brilliant light, the capability to actually heal people by being in their presence. You can see that when you walk in a room, right? Do people's faces light up? Do they automatically start walking towards you to greet you because they are happy that you're in their presence? I feel like so many people, way more than you anticipate, feel that about you. Now, your new energy that's coming about you too is this beautiful inner child, and I feel like you do feel playful and childlike a lot of the times, where you're still responsible and disciplined and all of that, and hardworking. You want to be, light of spirit. You want to be friendly. You want to be generous like children are, and giving, cheerful, all of that. amusing, amicable, you know, you want to go along, but mostly adventurous. It's like you see yourself as somebody like, you know, that wants to be utterly fearless and move in the direction of their dreams and try new things, because you realize, you know, nothing ventured, nothing gained. And it's absolutely true. We don't want stagnancy in our life. And you're reaching inside now, and you're feeling that more and more, that young inner child coming up that just automatically smiles. It gets excited about a sunset, that a puppy is on the street, all of that. And it's magnifying all these other beautiful qualities in you, you know, these just lively, light-hearted qualities that are, you know, welcome at any time for sure. So magnificent, beautiful energy, group 3. I'm loving that for you. If you're new to my channel, my name's Melanie. Welcome. Thanks for stopping by. All my links and everything are there. If you want to like and subscribe, all the little buttons are right there, and the notification bell that lets you know when all the new videos come in. And I want to thank everybody. We just reached 35,000 subscribers. So exciting, all these milestones. It's like they blow my mind. I'm like, when did that even happen? You know, it's remarkable, you know, and I have you guys to thank, and you're wonderful. And thank you for your beautiful comments. Keep them coming. I'm so inspired by them. I mean, you guys really are. Especially, I have to say, as a 50-year-old woman, I've experienced a lot. So I have that experience in my, you know, proverbial time belt. But some of you guys are teenagers and in your early 20s. And it's like, when I think of myself back then, I'm like, wow, do you guys really understand at a very young age, you know, about being authentic, about being, you know, self-disciplined, caring, peaceful, simplifying, and it absolutely blows me away. You know, it's the age of Aquarius. This generation is like so loving and kind and dedicated to making the earth and their surroundings better. It's impressive. So you guys, great job. And I'm going to go upload.